Hi friends, today I am back with another video. Today I'll share the whole day experience of driving license exam day. So the day 2 days ago, my wife has the driving license exam. So I had to take first half leave from office, and the exam was at 8:30 a.m. So I had to wake up at early 6 a.m. sharp. Then I completed my shower, then dressed myself. Then I asked my wife to hurry up and dressed herself and my baby as well. So my wife woke up and she freshened herself. Then she woke up my baby, and she feed my baby with some breakfast. And after feeding my baby, my wife and my baby was get dressed to go to the exam hall. So it was almost 7:10 a.m. It was almost 7:10 a.m. So what I my target was that I will go out from home at 6:45 a.m. But unfortunately it was late, 7:10 a.m. So I called an Uber, but the Uber driver was far from our home, so I had to cancel the ride. And my wife was suggesting that we can go to the downstairs and hire a CNG. So we go to the downstairs. We got out from our home at 7:20 a.m. and after that we go to the road and hired a CNG, but the CNG fare was too high. He demanded 200 taka, but I was in a rush to go to the exam hall. That's why I didn't bargain. So I immediately hired him and got into the CNG. But this, but the CNG driver was not able to recognize the destination place. So he was asking my help to open the Google Map and help him to get to the destination. So I opened the Google Map and I was helping him along the way. I was directing him and the direction of the road. You have to go left, you have to go right, you have to go straight. That's it. Almost 20 minutes later, we reached to the DRTO office where the driving license exam happened. So we got to the exam hall at 7:40 a.m. After reaching to the exam hall, there was a lot of people standing on a line, but since my wife is female, she had to stand on a separate line. This is our country's rule. So female has a separate line, and my wife got a separate line, and she bought a ticket of 300 taka, which everyone had to buy to do the exam. So it's just a fee for using the vehicles of the exam hall and other things. Uh, what happened is, after buying the ticket using 300 taka, after buying the ticket using 300 taka, my wife, uh, I told my wife that you have to go to the in front of the biometric department. Then my wife went to the biometric department. There was also two different line, for male line and female line. But first my wife stand behind the male line, but one staff told that there is a separate line for female. So my wife stand behind female line. There was not too much female there, only 2 or 3 females only. So my wife was at the number of 2, second person at the female line. So my wife got biometric registration early. After getting the biometric registration, what happened in the biometric registration, what happened is she had to put her fingerprint and take pictures and that's it. After taking pictures and fingerprint, my wife got out from the biometric department, and I told her to go enter into the written exam hall. So there was a lot of people along her. So there was a lot of people sitting on the written exam hall. My wife completed her exam using 20 minutes. So by that time my baby fall asleep, and she fall asleep and woke up already. After waking up, after waking up, my I had to keep her calm because my wife was not coming out from the exam hall. So after a while, my so what I did is I sat I sat on a sitting waiting room. I sat on a waiting room with my baby, and the waiting room was cool, so my baby was not crying. So I sat there for 5 minutes. So after that, my wife came out from the exam hall, and my wife's written exam was finished. My wife's written exam was finished, so I gave my baby to my wife. Since my baby was crying, so she became quiet after getting her mother. So her mother feed her with breast milk, and after feeding her, we were waiting for the written exam result, because there was a declaration from the staff members that at 11 a.m. and the exam result will be published, and you had to stand on the Viva line. So we had to wait almost 1 hour. After 1 hour, we got our result. My wife got passed from the written exam. After getting passed from the written exam, my wife had to stand on a female Viva line. So after stand, since my wife has a baby, so the one female person was saying that since she has a baby, and I think she need to be at the first place on the line, because she had to get early. She had to get back early at the home, so that her baby does not get troubled. So other female got agreed with her, and my wife got the number one position at the line. So my wife was standing at the number one position of the line. After a while, the Viva started, and my wife got into the room of the Viva exam. After getting into the room, the Viva manager asked some questions, and my wife successfully replied all the answers. After that, she got out from the Viva room, and I I asked my wife to get into the practical exam line. Since you might be wondering that how am I able to know all the things, because I did the exam earlier 1 month ago, so I know where to stand when. So I was asking my wife. I was telling my wife that stand on the practical exam line. So she stood on the practical exam line, and in that line my wife was also number one position, while my wife was also in the number one position. So after a while, the practical exam started, and after a while, and the practical exam started. After a while, the practical exam started, and my wife was not uh, able to. My wife got into the line, and goes since she was at the number one, so she got the practical exam immediately. She got into the she sat on the um, she sat on the private car, and she was successfully completed her practical exam. After completing the practical exam, we called an Uber, but the Uber guy was getting late. Uber CNG was getting late, so we had to wait 6 minutes. After 6 minutes later, the CNG reached to the BRT office, and uh, I told my wife that sit on the sit here with my baby, and take the fare 200 taka, give it to the CNG driver when he reach to the home. So I booked the CNG for my wife, not myself. So after booking the CNG, what I what I did is I placed my wife and baby into the CNG. Then I called another Uber. It was Uber bike. So I called an Uber bike to reach to my office. After a while, I got a Uber bike. Since I took half day leave, so I cannot miss my second half. So that's why I had to go to the office to complete my second half. That's why I book an Uber bike so that I can reach to my office and complete my second half. So but the Uber bike reached to the BRT office within 5 minutes, and it took me 30 minutes to reach to the Gulshan to circle, and while I reached to the Gulshan to circle, my wife called me that she reached to the home safely, because I got an Uber notification that the Uber CNG reached to the destination, reached to our home with my baby and wife. So I come to assure myself, to get assurance. I called my wife that she safely reached to the home or not. So my wife assured me that she reached to the home safely with my baby, and I got peace by hearing that news. After that, the jam from the Gulshan to circle opened, and we reached to the office at 12:15 a.m. 12:15 p.m. And after reaching to the office, I punched to the punch machine and got to my desk and completed and freshened myself after getting into the washroom, and after freshening myself, I get into my desk again. I got into my desk again, and I started my work, and I worked from 12:15 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. I was really exhausted, and got back to my home at 8 a.m. 8:30 p.m. After getting to the home, I showered myself, then dressed myself and completed Isha prayer. Then spent quality time with my baby and family, and completed my dinner by 11 a.m. and went to the bed for 11:30 a.m. And that was the whole summary of the driving license exam day. That's it all for today, guys. See you tomorrow.